Hey everyone, James Lynch here doing a quick reaction video to the UFC 286 main event, which saw welterweight champion Leon Edwards take on Kamaru Usman. If you haven't seen the fight, you know the drill. Turn this video off. All right, it is Leon Edwards earning a majority decision over Kamaru Usman. Tough scorecard to make, I got to be honest here. I thought this was going to be a draw. Obviously, the big moment in the fight was the fence grab from Leon Edwards where he got a point taken away. I think realistically, this should have been a draw just based off that. I had Leon winning rounds 1, rounds 4, and rounds 5. If my math is correct, with Usman winning the other rounds 2 and 3, that should technically lead to a draw. But again, I didn't do very well in math. That's why I'm doing this for a living instead. But yeah, you have to give Leon Edwards credit, whether you thought he won or not. He was in this fight the whole way. It wasn't like the last fight. I thought it was a much more competitive, close fight compared to the last one. I know Leon finished the fight, but I'm talking about the overall portion of the fight. Seemed a lot closer there. Leon landed some great leg kicks, some great shots, defended a few takedowns. He also got taken down as well. This fight had a little bit of everything here. Usman, you could see as the fight went on, got a little bit slower, wasn't as impactful with some of those shots, but he still landed himself, and this was just a great fight that I thought absolutely delivered. Again, I know there's going to be people who are upset with the decision, but credit to Edwards. He did not look like a plus 210 underdog. In fact, we had a lot of fights here tonight where the odds definitely appeared a lot closer, and this was one for sure. Let's have a quick look at the stats here. It looks like they haven't updated them. Oh, here we go now. So if you see the significant strikes, Usman for the most part, well, actually, hold on. Round 1, Leon took 76% there. Round 2, 88% for Leon as well. Round 3 took it. Round 4 took it. Round 5 took. Okay, that's interesting. So Leon having the more significant strikes, but I think most people watching at home felt like 2 and 3 should have gone to Usman. He definitely did some damage in those rounds for sure. But again, it is Leon Edwards coming away with a majority decision. You can find these stats on UFCstats.com. You can see there, yeah, some interesting stats there. Takedowns, obviously 26% there for Usman, 0 takedowns, 1 takedown attempt for Leon Edwards. Usman gets 4 takedowns out of 15. So very good showing by both fighters. But this really changes things, right? Like with the fact that Edwards now has 2 wins over Usman. He's not going to get to fight him again, despite the fact that this is close. At least I don't think that's what they're going to do. They brought Colby Covington in as the backup, which, I mean, listen, I know Colby quite well. This was a total shock to me, and I think to a lot of other media members as well, that apparently they called Colby on Tuesday as well to be the backup for this fight. I think just based off merit, it should have been Belal Muhammad as the backup. I know him and Leon have some history, but still, I felt like that probably made a little bit more sense in terms of, the activity and all that with Belal. But yeah, so, and then they mentioned after the fight about Colby fighting Leon next. So, and Leon kind of dismissed it a little bit, just talking about how, Colby hasn't fought in a while, which is true. The fight with Masvidal was last year. But yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here, because to me, it's really just Colby and Belal. Those are the 2 fights for Leon Edwards at this point. I don't think he can go wrong either way. I mean, the Colby fight would be a bigger fight in terms of name recognition and all that stuff. It kind of seems like that's what the UFC is trying to do by making Colby the backup fighter, I would think. It seems like that's what the fight they want next. And I think they're looking at the fact that Colby's a bit of a draw. Now, if we're going off merit, then yeah, I think Belal Muhammad deserves it. If we look at it here, he's had some big wins since the Leon Edwards no contest that he had a little while ago. That was he's won a couple fights now. Yeah. So Maya, Thompson, Luke and Brady, especially, those were 2 really good wins that Belal Muhammad got. So I think Belal should be next, but we'll kind of see what happens there as far as what they want to do with the welterweight title. But hey, credit to Leon Edwards again, whether you thought he won or not. Pretty impressive for him to even make it that close with Usman. And he gets 2 wins over him now, and he is still the welterweight champion. And as far as Usman, he mentions after the fight he's not going to retire. What do you do with him, right? Chimaev we can get rid of. It sounds like Chimaev's going to 85, so we can get rid of him. Is now the time to do Shavkat and Usman? I mean, is that a fight that would make sense? I think that's kind of what you got to look at here, right? I think Shavkat's kind of the odd man out here. Usman's already fought Burns, and he's fought Masvidal, who's fighting each other. That's really the only other key fight here, unless you do Belal and Usman. But again, if they go with Colby, then you do Belal and Usman, I would think. If they go with Belal, then I don't think people want to see Colby fight Usman again. So I think Shavkat's kind of the dark horse in this entire situation as well. So we'll sort of see what happens. But anyways, that is my thoughts on the fight with Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. First and foremost, how did you score this fight? Did you have it for Usman? Did you have it for Edwards? Or did you think it should be a draw like I thought it should have been? Let me know in the comments. Really want to hear from you here. And what do you think is next for both fighters? Or what I shouldn't say what do you think is next. What would you like to see next? I personally think Belal should fight Leon next. You could do Colby and someone someone else. Or, you know, I guess if they want to do it more entertainment value wise, then you do Colby and Leon. It would be quite interesting. So we'll sort of see what happens there. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Lynch on Sports. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, youtube.com/Lynch on Sports. And while you're there, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. I'm James Lynch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.